Hello, my crafty friends. It's Ellie from Periwinkle Matilda, and I'm here to do a crafting tutorial on how to make a distress ink and ink dauber holder. I don't know about you, but I get really irritated with my ink pad on my desk, and my dauber rolls all over the place, and I don't have half the time I can't find anything, and this just keeps it all organized. So it's a real quick, easy project. I thought I would give you a little tutorial on how I made it. So what you're going to need is some light cardboard. This is pretty thin cardboard that I get free in huge sheets of, I don't know if it's like 4 feet tall sheets, but I get it from Costco free, back in the warehouse section where the paper towels and toilet paper is. They use these sheets in between the paper towel rolls. I think the cardboard, they use different thicknesses of cardboard sheeting between all of their paper goods, so you kind of have to look through and find the right one. Some of them have more of that corrugated interior, which I don't like. This doesn't have that, so it's very useful for making journal covers and other things. And I like that it's pliable and it's free. So I will take you through the process of how I made this. I just made it up. So there's no like real science to it, but I'm going to make it so that you can see how I made it, and then hopefully you'll be able to make it as well if my instructions are okay. So what I did was I just took a piece of paper and I put down my distress ink container, and I just traced around it with my pencil like this. And then I took my dauber. I got some ink on my dauber, and I kind of placed it where I wanted the dauber to kind of sit, so I knew like how wide it was and everything. And then what I did was I measured an inch away from where I drew, and I'm going to do an inch away from here. So all the sides, I marked an inch. This is going to be my template. You could do it right on the cardboard if you wanted, but I did a template first. And then I took my paper cutter and I cut it down to where I made my marks. And then I took my scoreboard and I'm going to score down here and down here, and here and here. So all 4 sides of where my pencil drawing was. I guess doing it on line paper kind of helps because you can kind of line up your lines. Like I said, this is not a scientific way to do it. Just the way I did it. Okay, so I got all 4 sides. I'm going to also do an inch away from this side as well. Just going to be like right there. Like that. And actually this line here, don't do that score line. So you're just going to make a box, but don't do this one. And then you're going to cut at the intersection here of your score and here. We're going to do this also on the cardboard, so I can show you all that I did. But this just gives you a template. And then your paper will sit in like this. And I see that this side is a little bit longer for some reason, so I'm going to cut that down. That looks better. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to now cut it out on the cardboard. Just going to straighten out my cardboard first. So I can get some straight edges. Guess that's all straight. Felt like there was one more edge I should have done. Okay, so now I'm just going to mark where I'm going to cut it down. like that. And I'm going to mark where I want, well, it's just an inch, right? So and get my scoreboard again. So I'm just doing the same thing with the cardboard. I was just basically showing you how I made my template. I'm just lining up where I want to make my score, because I don't really know where an inch is on this. I haven't figured this out yet. The scoreboard. I haven't figured out where the inch is. And then an inch here. And then it would help if I did it at the end to line it up with my scoreboard. Okay. I'm going to cut at the intersection. Then I'm going to fold all of my folds. And that's going to be like that. So it's looking good so far. And then what I did was put my ink pad in so I know where I want to put my divider. And actually first we'll glue these sides down. Guess I need my mat. And you can use thicker cardboard if you want something a little more sturdier that might last a little longer. You can make one for each of your, like I have this ink pad that I've been using for Christmas. And I also use the walnut stain as well on my projects. So you can stop it here if you want, or you can get fancy. And actually I'm just gonna cut this down to make it more even. Okay. Or you can put a divider in like what I did. And what I did was, I have to cut this down first. Hold on, I'm just trying to put my pin in. my glue. Okay. I need a bigger desk. All right, so again, I need to get a straight edge. I'm so happy my husband went to the store and bought me chocolate cheesecake. Oh my God. Can't wait. So what I did was I measured the width of this. You want to make it just a little, obviously just a little bit smaller. Not as wide because you want it to fit inside. Like that. And then what I did was, and I didn't use my scoreboard, but I probably should have. Let me use the scoreboard just so I do it properly for you all. Where is my score tool? Okay, so I think this is an inch. So you're going to score it at an inch. And then at another inch, you're going to score it. Because that's how tall the box is. And then another inch. Like that. And then you're going to cut it. Basically, it's another inch. So it's going to sit like this in your box. And I use my ink pad to see how wide I want it. And I used my Beacon 3-in-1. And I glued that like that. And then put Beacon 3-in-1 on this end, on the flappies. You want to leave a little bit of space so you can get it in and out. But not too much. Like that. And then what I did was, for these ends, I used my glitter glue. And I just put our glitter glue down the side like that. Hold it there till it catches. If you get enough glue there and you hold it there for a few, it will stay. You could use hot glue if you wanted. Hot glue might be better, actually. Maybe put it up the sides a bit. Okay. And then you can just put paper down on the bottom area, this area and this area. You can put paper on the sides like this. And then what I did was I took a little hole punch and I made a little notch so that the dauber has a place to sit. But I think it worked out really nice. So I do hope that you make some, and I hope that it helps you with your crafting to keep things organized. And I'm hating it when my things are all over my table and then I can't find my dauber or my distress ink. So this is just a great way to organize. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, stay safe, and until the next video, bye-bye, friends.